I knew my grandfather had to be filled with lots of stories. He was 92 years old, and it was time for him to share his stories. So I planned a visit and packed my bags. I spent a weekend with him just listening. Hours and hours of listening. I had arrived with questions, but it turned out I didn't have to ask many. His stories just kept rolling out of him. It was as if he had been waiting a long time for someone to ask and then listen.
Try to be good. Try to be helpful. I would suggest that most people don't collect junk like I have.
I wanted to ask you some questions about the collection of treasures in your backyard, because I think you might have some good stories back there.
No. Not really. Up to a couple of years ago, this place was pretty neat.
Whose wine collection is that?
I don't know. Nobody. You see this cabinet with some paint cans in it?
Yeah.
Back behind that is a stack this high of Sears Company kitchen cabinets. You know what kitchen cabinets look like?
I do.
Yeah. People have gotten lost and died of starvation that have been going down in this area. I'm sure there are a couple of bodies in there someplace, missing people. If you get out of it alive without any major injuries, you're lucky.
How come you have so many Marie Callender's frozen meals?
We live on them. Where did you find them?
In the freezer.
What were you doing there?
Well, somebody told me to look there.
Oh, we buy when they're on sale. They're normally about $4. When they're on sale, they're $2. I buy about 30 or 40 for me and John. They don't last long. If we each eat one a day, that's 14 a week. That's 28 in 2 weeks. That's 50 in a month. And we eat every day, you know. We eat, and it takes 50 of those at $100 a month. And that's not very many. And you have to wait for the sale to come every time, back to $2.
So how did you meet Grandma?
I was living in a room and board home. This girl with long dark hair knocked on the door, said she wanted to see about renting a room there. And I said, well, I can't do much for you, I'm just watching out. And she went away and thanked me. And I thought she was pretty, and I thought maybe if she likes me, she might come back. And sure enough, about 2 hours later, she came back and she arranged to take one of the rooms there, and that's how we met. I went from college to a dumb job in the fire insurance outfit for about a year. And I went into the TNT thing and kept out of the war and had a fairly safe job. I then went out of that job to my North American Aviation, which turns into Rockwell and turns into Boeing. In between, we managed to conceive our first son, Mike, and that was worked out without any trouble. It cost us $50 for the doctor in the hospital. I thought that was a bargain.
I'm trying to just get a little bit of your daily activities. Do you have anything you do on a daily basis?
Just take my pills and eat some food and take my walk.
Papa, why do you need a helmet for your walk?
It's approved by the Department of Transportation in the state. And I wear it now ever since one day I fell unexpectedly and bounced my head on a cement curb and lost my lens out of my right eye, which I didn't need anyway because I can't see in that eye anyhow. But I feel safer. But I haven't fallen any more since then. The vision is missing. The eye's there, but it doesn't see anything. See? Can you tell now that there's no lens there?
The fire alarm in your ceiling appears to be open.
Yeah, it is.
What's the story on it?
No story. It just didn't. It just needs replacement.
Does it hurt to cough?
Huh?
Does it hurt to cough?
Talk?
Cough.
Cough?
Papa, can you hear me? Am I loud enough?
Well, it isn't. That's not loudness. I can turn it up plenty loud, but it's that problem of articulation, and some voices I can hear, and some voices I can hear all the voices. I just can't understand all of the words. Like with you, I only understand you about half the words.
You have a lot of Raisin Bran.
Yeah. I eat it for breakfast every day. And I buy it in quantity when it goes on sale, half price, and I buy, say, 20 of those and save about half. In other words, I save about $1 to $1.50 for each one. What do you call the area where your washing machine and all is?
Laundry room.
Huh?
I call it a laundry room.
Yeah, that's the laundry room.
Papa, weren't you a systems engineer for Apollo 13?
Don't say Apollo 13.
Well, what is the proper term?
Apollo. Each of their vehicles has its own number. It's like a license number, license plate. And Apollo 13 was the 13th. I got a lot of stuff that weren't on the Apollo vehicles, but they were in the Apollo program for different things, like all kinds of little containers. This is heavy enough. I don't know if anything is in it, but all nice fancy little boxes. See some of those in there? I got some oxygen hoses. I really want to get this straightened out before I die. I don't want to leave it to somebody else. And I don't know that I was ever close to having to be laid off, and so it all adds up to I've never gone through the difficulties of finding a job, keeping a job and finding a job, and having to leave a job and find a new occupation or whatever. I just went along happy-go-lucky without realizing that I was fortunate to not have to go through like thousands of millions of people are doing right now, looking for new jobs, losing their houses, and never really had any serious problems. And that's a happy way to be. I still find myself forgetting she's gone. I can feel her next to me. And then I wake up. I'm already awake, but I realize that that's a pillow next to me. And it's my own leg on top of my other leg. It's not her. I have felt from time to time lucky that I have had some kind of philosophy that's helped me have a fairly good life and a fairly luxurious at a low level. And that's a happy way to be.
Thank you so much, Papa,
Okay,
for your
thanks.
patience in these last couple of days of storytelling.
Thank you.
I love you very much.
I love you, my film director.